Well, good evening, everyone. This is Tom Scheffler from Bella Vista, Arkansas, coming to you live at the top of the hour here on August 16th, 2015. We appreciate you being with us. We've got a great call lined up tonight. We hope to have Dr. Andahar online here. I'm not certain if something came up with him or if he's going to be able to be here, but in case he does not, we have a great backup plan to that. Always got to have a backup plan. And we, again, are not going to take a lot of time tonight. We're going to try to go but 20 to 30 at the very most to respect your time on this Sunday evening with your families and that. But we're just very excited, very thankful to be a part of something that that really, as we've said before, has started out with a bang, and it kind of went to sleep for a little while, basically. I mean, it was pretty quiet. And an opportunity that's with a product as great as what we have, actually products, doesn't come around very often, and the opportunity to have growth also doesn't happen very often. But when we've got all the combination of all the things that need to be in place, and we still have that opportunity in front of us and a great future ahead, it's a recipe for incredible success for everyone that puts their hand to this. And by doing that, all you do is share the products with people, and they change your life. I mean, they absolutely do. We've got a gentleman we're going to have share his testimony tonight from Boise, Idaho here that's going to come on here and share a testimony about his wife, and we're going to get to that in just a moment. But we've got, let me ask Steve real quick. Steve, do we happen to have Dr. Andahar coming on?
He actually just sent me a text. He's at a personal function. He's trying to get away, but he's really, really tied up in the moment, so I don't know if he'll make it or not. I'm sorry, Tom. Okay,
that's all right. Like I said, we've got a plan to the backup plan to the plan, so that'll work. We'll have to have him in a future call, but we've got several people on this call tonight, and we appreciate you being here. But I'm going to go ahead and unmute the line for this gentleman that I've asked to come on here from Boise to share a testimonial that's pretty remarkable. And he's only been involved for, well, I'm going to let him tell you. Mr. Dick Falk from Boise, are you there, sir?
I am. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was asked. I think I was ahead of our narrator here this evening by about 2 seconds, so he and I had a chance to yak for a few minutes. Anyway, my wife had some pretty major surgery, and we knew this was coming a week ago Wednesday, and consequently, when we both started on Laminine about 3 months prior to her surgery, and I had her take 3 tablets a day, twice a day. So she's been on a pretty heavy regimen. Anyway, her surgery went fine. They didn't find any issues that they needed to correct, and consequently, she rebounded so quickly. It was unbelievable. I'm now starting to titrate her. She's taking only 2 in the morning and 2 at night, and she's up, she's walking, she's first day driving, and everything's cool.
That's awesome. Now, I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't hear you say what product she's taking. Obviously, it must be Laminine. Is that right?
That is correct, yeah.
Wow. How many was she taking?
3 in the morning and 3 at night. I had her on that regimen knowing that she was going to be going into surgery a couple months down the line.
Well, that's awesome, Dick. I appreciate you sharing that with us tonight, very much so, and especially at the last minute, Charlie here. Appreciate that. Have a great evening. Well, folks, that's one among so many people that have shared stories about what these products have done for them. And Laminine is the lead product, but as you know, we've got other products as well. And if Dr. Andahar happens to show up, we're going to go ahead and give the time over to him to share what those products do for you and how they just really synergistically create some great changes in the body, allow the body to heal itself of many different things. And we've seen that so much with just Laminine, but imagine adding other products to other specific systems and organs of the body, and you can really have some great results. But I've got the gentleman on the line here that you heard me ask just a moment ago about Dr. Andahar, who happens to be the VP of Marketing for Life Farm Global. I'm going to bring him on in just a minute here, but I wanted to share a quick business little blurb that was put together by Lee from California. It's an analogy likening success with working our Life Farm Global business and sharing the products to making popcorn. And she basically says the oil is in the training, using our tools and events. The heat is the personal development. And the kernels of the unpopped corn are the exposures. Without the oil of the training, you have a burnt mess. That's true. Without the heat of personal development, the kernels are just going to sit there. If you have the heat and the oil without the kernels, nothing's going to pop. So you must be exposing 2 people a day to our wonderful products and great opportunity. All 3 together in perfect balance creates perfect popcorn. I like that. That's pretty cool. And thank you, Lee, for sharing that with us. And I know that Lee's been a dear friend for many years, and Elaine, and we really have seen they've come to all the events. They've been just really plugged in continuously, and we appreciate all that you do. And but without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn this call over to this gentleman that is going to share more about our great compensation plan, details that you're going to want to know. So you're going to want to take notes. I'm sure that there will be some PowerPoints and details in print that will be coming forward, but it's always good to get a jump start on that and make sure that you write down what you're hearing tonight, because this information is valuable, and you're going to know why this compensation plan is absolutely going to rock Life Farm Global. And anyone that does anything with this is going to be very thankful that they did, beginning now, because this is going to go into place pretty soon here, just within the next 30 to 60 days as I understand it, and just really looking forward to positive changes and a lifelong experience with this great opportunity. But Mr. Steve Brown, we appreciate you being here tonight, buddy, and I know that you've got an event that you need to attend as well, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you to share what exactly you want to talk about the comp plan.
Thank you so much, Tom. And before I get in, again, I'm very sorry that Dr. Onderhart wasn't with us tonight. I know he had a family issue come up, and I'm real sorry about that. But I did want to say, first of all, about meetings, like we talked about here. We had a fantastic meeting in the office this past Wednesday, sponsored, hosted by Mr. Stan Holden, our Diamond Director and Master Distributor, and it was an amazing meeting. We spent over an hour and a half talking about some incredible testimonials, including his own, as well as several people who were there, talking about some recognition, getting into details about the fantastic cruise promotion that we announced a couple weeks ago, as well as some of the fantastic promotions we have going in correlation with those, getting them going. And I wanted to also say that I want you to keep your eyes out and your ears open, ready over the next 2 or 3 days. We're going to have some incredible announcements come out with regards to the cruise qualification, as well as to the cruise itself. Some long-awaited information with regards to that. So, again, stay tuned. And one last plug with regards to our very own Tom Scheffler, this call. He was featured this past week on our What's Up Live Farm call. If you did not get those, please be sure to log into either our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, or even on our events site on our main page, and check those out each week. They're up Thursday evenings, and they're fantastic. We always have motivational topics. We always have some great training topics. We often have Dr. Onderhart talking about scientific issues, and we always have testimonials from IBOs in the areas. And so it's a great way to learn information and to help your team get motivated. You can email those calls out and get them going. As Tom mentioned, I wanted to talk tonight a little bit more about the competition enhancements. We have, as many of you are aware, some incredible enhancements coming up for the next 60 to 90 days. Some things people have been talking about now for a few weeks, and people are getting more and more excited, finding more and more tips out. And if you have friends that are close by the office, please have them come in, sit down with me. We can go over different items. I'm happy to work with them. We're also happy to set up meetings with them to get them more and more involved and feeling this fire and getting the fire fueled. Tonight I want to talk about 2 elements of the plan. We are simplifying the plan, but we're using the same resources. We're reallocating the same amount of funds to help better reward those workers, as we've been talking about for quite some time now. And one way we're doing that is by really rewarding the enrollment. And not only the enrollment, but to teach the sponsor to help their team to continue to enroll and to duplicate. One way we're doing that is we are not only improving the percentages in the Fast Start bonus, we are, more than doubling the Fast Start bonus, taking it up to around 40%. But we're also on top of that, actually even higher, closer to 45%. But on top of that, we are going to be breaking the mold and creating a second layer Fast Start bonus. So it's similar to the current pack bonuses that pay off 2 layers. We're going to creating a 2-layer Fast Start bonus. So basically the idea behind this is to get the person who enrolled, to get them their return on investment as quickly as possible. So the thought is, when you enroll, if you enroll, for example, on a family combo pack, it costs you $281. Now, if you were to enroll then 3 people on that same pack, immediately you have your investment returned, plus some. But it doesn't stop there. If you then help each of them enroll 3 people, do the same thing you did, do the simple duplication, then they will each get their investment returned, and you will receive an additional bonus that is bigger than the first one, thus helping you to keep that fire going and to help them keep that fire going. Teach us the behaviors of not only enrolling and getting rewarded appropriately for your enrollments, but teaching your teams to do that same thing and their teams to do that same thing. And as the teams grow larger and larger through the simple enrollment and duplication, it helps the overall group volume become wider, deeper, and improve, and get you quicker on those tracks towards getting the ranks, silver, gold, so on and so forth. Now, it's just a great, incredible, exciting tool. We're so looking forward to getting that rolled out as quickly as possible to really help get people up and going and moving. Now, the second piece we want to talk about tonight is with regards to the higher-end pools. We'll be rolling out some really exciting pools, global bonus pools, basically allowing all the top 4 titles, the Platinum, Titanium, Diamond, and Royal Diamond, to take a share of 4% of the global commissionable sales. So again, we'll be creating 4 new pools, a new global bonus pool system that will allow people, once they hit Platinum and above, as long as they maintain the paid as Platinum and above title, to receive a percentage of the global sales. So if you have people that are not in your team, people in Australia, people in the Philippines, people in Russia, right now we're exploding over in Russia and Kazakhstan, you can receive payment for what they're doing just because of you work hard and get to that title. It makes it the true meaning of network marketing to lock into that residual income and get paid around the clock. Yes, by working hard, getting your work done, you get some benefits. By helping your teams duplicate, you get some benefits. By helping them help their teams benefit, as we talked about last week, through true dynamic compression, you can now receive commissions much deeper and much broader than ever before. And that will be benefits. And now with the new global bonus pool system, you will also be able to receive commissions from people all across the globe, all around the clock, to help you even lock better into that true residual income and really be better able to maximize your commissions. So if we recap really quickly, we've talked about the last 2 weeks, we have true dynamic compression through across the board. It will be, and this is something that we will be talking about more and more moving forward through PowerPoints and whatnot, especially in the upcoming tour meetings that I'll be doing in the coming weeks, with regards to paying from the order up with no breakage to guarantee that we're paying out the true commissions. Also, we talked about tonight the new 2-layer Fast Start bonus with a much higher percentages than we currently are paying to help get that return on investment a lot quicker and to help people receive that early income quicker to get them excited and moving. And then with the upper level bonus pools to help people to remain waving that flag and to be rewarded for all of their efforts and their influencing. What do you think, Tom?
I think that's great. That's pretty significant. I'm just now. There's many different components
Yes.
to this pay plan. Now, how about the average person being able to understand it? And I just want to preface that by, or tag that by saying that I have always had the philosophy, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice, and that I never had to understand the entire compensation plan from top to bottom. It's the enthusiasm, the last four letters being IASM, I am sold myself, on the product. And the pay plan took care of itself and was able to earn a significant income. And so that's how I look at it, and understanding the basics of it and that. But is this plan going to be explained in a simple terms to where people are going to be able to understand it in its entirety, or what's your take on that?
Yes. Well, and the thing about it is it won't be very long, not a matter of weeks before we have the entire plan out, written down in PowerPoints and videos, whatnot. We're kind of trying to slowly get it out for that one reason. I don't, like you just mentioned, simplicity is best. The new plan will be, not new, the enhanced plan will be very simple. But again, it will use the exact same percentages, paying out more allocated across the board, and we're really focusing on those lower level people. Yes, we want the upper level people, the influencers, the big leaders, to break that glass ceiling, have that true residual income, and make the money that they've been dreaming of making. But the emphasis is really on the true builders, the true workers, the lower level and entry level people. And so that's why we're working so hard to create this new dual level fast start bonus that really does get people making their investment back quickly, helps them make at least 10 to 15% more right out of the gate. It gets them excited and moving, and it also teaches them the right behaviors of duplication to help their teams do the exact same thing, so they can, again, make that money back and keep that money coming in. And through helping them duplicate, they start to make more money monthly as well. Through simple duplication and through simple auto ship, with the example I just showed, if you enrolling 3 people who enroll 3 people, if everyone's on an auto ship as well, then your monthly order is paid for too. So it comes down to the simplicity of enrolling, duplication, and auto ship. And there, if you do that, then your product is free every single month. And you just, from there, keep helping that fire build and build and build to then lock into the other elements. Now, moving forward, in coming weeks, we'll talk more about some other elements of the plan. But I'll be straightforward and say there's not a lot of elements. We have simplified it quite a bit to help it be easier to understand. And my philosophy, similar to yours, is you don't have to understand it upwards and downwards, inside and out and outside, because this plan will be a way for people to make more money and to make it easier to understand. And basically, like you said, just lock into a system, and then they'll be right on the right track. And it'll be easier to explain and easier to not have to worry about that. Just like you said, focus on the product, focus on helping your family, focusing on sharing the excitement and sharing the health benefits. And then from there, the other stuff just kind of falls into place.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And I had shared with Dick prior to everybody being on here that shared his wife's testimonial a little while ago. And I shared with him about, people get on this product and they begin to share with other people. And because of the results that he's gotten and his wife has gotten, that's going to spread. And people need to hear these stories. And facts tell, stories really do sell. And to have these products that are absolutely incredible, Laminine's not the only one we have. And I've gotten some personal testimonials with the digestive as well as the immune product. And I know that the Omega product is very good for cardiovascular as well. And unfortunately, I wish Dr. Anderhart could have popped in here. Did he say anything further that he may be able to come and, or still not able to make it tonight?
Well, and honestly, this is very strange of him, because he's someone that he was very excited for this call even a couple of days ago. So I'm kind of worried. I wonder if something has happened, because I spoke with him 2 days ago, and he was excited about this call, excited to get on and share about Laminine and Omega, start a new training program with this team, because he's wanted to work with you personally, Tom. And so I'm honestly a little bit concerned. I don't know, because it's not like him to not be on a call. So I'm going to continue to reach out to him and see what is going on, and we'll be sure to schedule him for a future call, because he is one that loves to speak with the members. He was looking forward to this call. So
absolutely, I've spent a lot of time with him at the events, and he's a great guy and very knowledgeable. And an asset to Life Farm. We appreciate him being with us, and I do hope that everything's okay with him as well. And I was going to kind of tack on a little bit of what you said about, rewarding activity, simple activity, just sharing the products. We don't have to get complicated about this. Just there's people on this line here that are already getting benefits from the products. Just tell your story to somebody, and they're going to want it. It starts spreading that way. That's how I got started. That's how many of the leaders got started. We just got out there and started really sharing with people, and letting them try the product. Let it do the talking. You can say too much sometimes and talk yourself in one end and out the other if you try to be too salesy or MLM-ish. Just, get them on the product, and they're going to say, man, I can't believe how good I slept the first night, or my mental clarity is amazing. And give me a little more information on this, and they're going to tell their friends and family automatically. That's relationship marketing. That's the power of this industry. And actually, outside of this industry, we do it every day. We tell people about a great meal that we had, or maybe the ladies go get their hair done, or say, oh, where'd you get your hair? It looks great, or your nails, or whatever. And you're going to send people to that place, and you have no idea how many people are going to end up going to that restaurant or that grocery store or that nail tech, and the nail tech's going to make a fortune. You didn't even get a thank you, barely, in most cases. And in this opportunity, we have a chance to change lives and get rewarded for it way beyond financial, the priceless reward of lives changed, results that people get from these products. And you can't put a price tag on that, but oh, by the way, you can make a significant income. And here's the saying that says it's an unknown author. Good things come to those who wait. How many of us heard that? We've all heard that. But greater things come to those who get off their backside and do something to make it happen. That's absolutely a necessity. We have to open our mouth and talk. Adrian has shared that, our diamond leader from the stage. You got to open your mouth and talk to people. And
well, let me say real quick, Tom.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I said I don't want to jump into you. Let me just say, I kind of mentioned the top of the call here that we had a fantastic meeting on Wednesday with what actually was a Sam Holden's meeting at the corporate office, but it was supposed to be about the cruise and the comp plan enhancements, and ended up being 95% about the product, because everyone there just wanted to share their testimonial, and Stan shared his testimonials, and everyone there, 90% of people who there had been with the company since day one, back years and years, and they kept talking over and over again about how much they love the product, not only the new products, Digestive and Immune, but primarily about Laminine, sharing their stories back and forth, talking about just different occasions that people have shared with their family. And we had, the wonderful Armando who was there, who shared, who had the bird story on our Facebook post a couple weeks ago, and he shared a story about his family, his daughter, and their pets, and Stan shared his experiences, and it was just an amazing feeling. We all left so excited, and I just love those. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I just want to share a little bit here, Stephen. Interject anytime you want, no problem at all. Regarding the business, the word business scares people, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's too hard for me to wrap my brain around. I don't want to get involved in a business. Well, again, it's relationship, but what you think about, you bring about. Your mindset is very important, and I personally read the Bible as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. If you think you're a failure, you're right. If you think you're a success, you're absolutely right. You've got to be ready, willing, and able to make a change. And a lot of people, they got the ready part, and they might have the willing part, but they sell themselves short when it comes to being able. They don't have enough belief in themselves to make it become a reality. And if only all of us just realize that, like my buddy Les Brown says, in all of us lies greatness. As a matter of fact, this is what he said specifically. He said, you have greatness within you. Choose to nurture and strengthen your greatness. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to broaden your mindset and upgrade your skills. Find a goal that stretches you beyond your comfort zone and propels you to create another extraordinary version of yourself. This is your time. You deserve it. And I have this acronym, FOCUS, and you can write this down if you'd like. Follow one course until successful. When I've tried to follow other roads, and I've done it, I'm not ashamed to admit, I've been out there jumping into other things, trying to find a different home, thinking the grass may be greener, what have you. The word success isn't part of the equation. Follow many courses, you're not going to be successful. You can only ride one horse at a time. And because we've got such a great opportunity now going forward here with Life Farm, I've made the decision and the choice to engage and lock and load and really make it happen with this. And those that want to come with us along the way with me, I'm here to help you walk every step of the way. It's going to happen. There's no question about it. It's because success is truly a mindset. It's the way you think that will drastically and dramatically affect your success or failure. And the great news is that all of us possess the ability to change our way of thinking. If you ever expect to be successful at this or any business, you've got to commit yourself to going all the way until you get what you want. Speak to any successful person, and they're all going to tell you the exact same thing. You must be willing to never give up. That is the secret. People get caught up with what I affectionately call majoring in the minors, and the compensation plan is one of them, trying to understand every little detail. I'm still studying. Well, while you're studying, I'm going to be out here talking to people and simply getting them on the product and getting their feedback and getting them involved from that angle. And product is important. Comp plan is important. Timing is important. But what's in the mirror and what's between your ears is even more important. It's where it all begins. What's your why? You've got to believe it. Determine and see it in your mind's eye and always look to that place. And, there's many, as I said before, many people have joined these opportunities with a different mindset. The ones that have decided they want to go after the opportunity portion of things and share it because of the income, they've been successful. It depends on the product. It really does, because I think product's very important. And we have products that are life-altering. And the stories that I've heard over 4 years of being involved with Life Farm, as another gentleman on the line that's a great leader that's been with me as well that long, we've heard some great stories from people about how these products have changed their lives. And as I said, you can't put a price tag on that, but as a result of that, the word spread, and people started sharing it with others, and we have really established quite a good start with this opportunity. And now we've got a new chapter with Life Farm Global with what's called the Life Legacy Plan. I believe that's what it's called, Steve, Life Legacy? Steve may have had to go. He said he had to drop off here in a little bit. But Life Legacy Plan is what it's called, and I'm excited to be a part of it, and you need to be too. I mean, I'm here to help you. I mean, we've been down the road. We've experienced a lot of different things, but I'm thankful that we're still here. Thankful I'm still here. The opportunity is still here, and a lot of the things that went wrong in the past have been corrected, and so we've got a path for smooth sailing. And well, I shouldn't say totally smooth, because there's no such thing in any business or anything that we do. Sometimes we hit glitches and bumps along the way, but we just have to work through it. And fortunately, all the major things are completely finished. And I think there's been lessons learned, and by all of us, including corporate, and we're really excited about the changes and the great people they brought in. And Steve Brown, for those of you that don't know, moved his family from Utah after 30 years of living in Utah. And he is a committed Mormon, and Mormons know how to build network marketing companies. That's for absolute certainty, because the billion-dollar giants are all owned and operated by Mormon families, most of them. And he saw something. He saw something here that was very special, and didn't go through all the rough bumps that we've experienced, some of us. And he just really knows that what we've got is the makings of a big company, and has come on board to commit himself to this opportunity and to helping all of us. And I just can see his heart. I've spoken to him many, many times in several hours over the past few months, as has many of the other leaders, and have gotten to know him and realize he's for real. And he's here for the long haul and committed to long-term success. And so let's lock arms and join hands together and really make it happen and change lives, first and foremost, with Laminine and the other great products we have. But it is 8:29. I'm going to respect and keep my word and respect your time. And again, I apologize on behalf of Dr. Andahar. I hope everything's all right with him, but we will get him back and have him on a future call. And it looks like, Steve, you jumped back on. You must have fell off. Are you there?
I did. I got a call, and I was hoping it was Dr. Andahar, and it was not. So I quickly got back off of it. But thank you so much for those kind words, Tom. And I really appreciate what you said. And I want to just share finally in closing from me as well, that this company's been through a lot. A lot of you have been through a lot, but we really have turned the corner. So hoping you're hearing from Tom's message of these last 3 weeks, as well as through emails from Stan Holden, from Adrian Matthews, from Sam Brower, from Brian Smith, from Irene Sapchin, and Dr. Toro, and I could go on and on forever, but we really have turned that corner. We're working so much better now with regards to clarity, communication, openness, and just getting things back on the right track. And we really do have the best products in the world. We have amazing leadership in the field. We now will have an amazing plan, business development strategy that goes along with that, and will be the right piece, the right puzzle, fine-tuned now to take this to the next level and get people really where they wanted to be for the last 4 years. I'm very excited to be part of this opportunity, and I'm feel so blessed to be on this call with you tonight, Tom, with all of you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Steve, and I know that you have an event to be a part of as well. Thank you for taking your time, and thank you, Dick, for your testimonial. And we're always open to hearing great testimonials. If you have one you'd like to share on future calls, please email me at begintodreamnow, all spelled out together, @gmail.com. And I'll be happy to have you on our future calls. We're getting a great response. We truly are. I'm getting a lot of people asking me to re-up them on the email, put me back on. I want to receive emails. I want to be on the calls. And that is so exciting. And I'm just really thrilled to help anyone that needs help to move forward. As I think I've shared before, I do have a job right now that takes my time during the day, but I still have a headset and I can still talk in certain situations. It might be a little loud, but I'm here to help you, and I will make it happen one way or another. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you next time. We've got some great calls lined up for the future. And like I said, we're going to have some giveaways, things like that, and some surprises. Thank you very much. God bless.